Welcome back, guys. How you all doing? My name is Marx and this is episode 8. So last time I spoke about, well, basically infrastructure, more or less, after this place, and yeah, it kind of also made me think about something else that is more or less here-ish. I can't remember exactly which block it is, but around this pumpkin patch somewhere is my spawn. I don't really know which one. Oh, hi guys. I don't really know which one it is, but I do know it's here. Now the problem with that is I don't want to move my world spawn. Ideally my world spawn would be up in beginner village, up there. I said beginner village, the settlers village. I get these guests so much, it's ridiculous. But that leaves the question as to what I put here if I don't move it up there, because I want something for spawn. And the path kind of needs to come through here. See, the path is going to come up around here and spawn is in this general area here. So yeah, I don't know what to put in this spot. I could just leave it as the path and have signs maybe, like such and such village that way, X village that way. I don't know. I didn't realize I could see the island from here. Wow, that thing is huge as well. It goes like all the way up there. But yeah, outside of that, where that is, that ugly, hideous, now broken tree farm. Creeper blew me up. Yeah, this is going to be the home of, well, actually just a kind of wood cutting camp. So this is going to be part of what we work on today, is what comes up here, and pretty much the area all around, and then the giant hole that I think might need to get bigger underneath. So this place it's definitely big enough for 2 farms, I think, but I need 3 plus bone meal, which is going to go in this section, which I need to still work into. So yeah, I'm probably going to have to dig another chunk out, because I genuinely don't think it's big enough as it is. But it's which way to go. I think it's probably going to be better to take out probably like the middle chunk here, just so I can have like a central collection point somewhere. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so up here, what I'm thinking is it's going to be a camp of some kind that's just going to be like a day work sort of thing, and like a storage area for the logs there. Well, they're chopping them down and then like processing them. See, creeper hole. Yeah, I was not paying attention, and creepers went boom. And then down along this way, there's this patch just here which I've got a little thing in mind for, and then coming even further down, I want to bring it down to the waterfront. Oh, it's a cave. I was going to say, how's there a creeper hole down here? I don't think I've actually been down here. Not physically, I've flown over it. So yeah, there's this waterfront here, which initially I wasn't actually going to do anything with, but I think what I might do is have this general area as like a loading area. So like they bring the logs down the hill and load them onto like some kind of barge or something, and that ships them off somewhere. So I'll have to plan this out as I have the other places, just to get a visual for the space and just to give you guys a bit more of a visual. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. But the thing with that is it's kind of a long way even from anything. So if you look, like, it's going to be here. And the next closest settlement is going to be this kind of area, and over there, and other places. So yeah, it's going to be quite a path that we've got to build as well. Hope you enjoyed that time lapse there. I added a little bit something different to the end, just to try it out. Let me know what you think, because I'm not too sure about it. And yes, I am wearing netherite now, but we'll come back to that. So as you can see, like I mentioned before, we've got like our piles of logs, a little workstation area here, and a storage area. So it's not too much up here. It's just, as I said, like a little work camp, so chopping the trees around, and then from there bring them along the path. Not entirely sure how. They might roll them, carry them, whatever. Coming down here, so we've got a little camp there, and we've also got a bit of a tourist attraction over here, looking down into the cave, which we'll go and have a look in a sec, because it's pretty much where the farms are. But yeah, they bring the logs all the way down here. They've got like a little camp just here as like a respite, I guess. And then again, coming further down, we have what you saw at the end there in the screenshot, still progression. We've got this like little camp of, well, not camp, it's basically just storage of logs. Now I have got pretty much every log, I think. There may even be, no, I'm missing spruce, but instead I've got 2 oak, because, you know, normal. Mangrove, cherry, which technically I still have to manually farm, I think. I don't know if the farms I built can do cherry, because none of them are up to date with this update. Yeah, that's what we've got for the design. Let's have the look. Now, as I was saying, I think I'm probably going to do some kind of barge or something for like moving them. Because when I was down here, I saw this little thing down here, which, having played Atlas, gives me kind of like the wet dock shipyard vibes, just in terms of shape. So potentially like just like the frame of a boat might go in there, and then I'm gonna have like a barge or something along this side, I think, just to kind of load and ship around, because that's probably gonna end up being like a logging village, village to town. That's gonna be like their main export is wood, as to how they build up, because progressing the story, each town's obviously gonna have like a major what's the word, trade output thing, words, can't think of them. Yeah, that's probably gonna end up being wood, just because I've done this here. Now coming underground to what has ended up being my farms, This is how much bigger I had to make this area. So it cleared out that bit there. Now I have run the farms a little bit, hence why there's bits there. But yeah, this is what we've come out with. Now this strip is for growing dark oak, because I still have to do that manually. I could probably do the cherry here as well. But we've got a bone meal farm just here. Now this is Ilmango's design. It says 26k bone meal farm, which I halved, so technically it's a 13k farm. And this just produces into these chests just here. It's not filtered or anything, it just dumps into those. Now in terms of a storage system, these are quite dark, which is why I've got shaders off, because it is dark in here and shaders don't actually help. So yeah, so this is Rayworks Nether Stone Farm. It's one that Impulse used on, I don't even know what season it was, Marxcraft 7 I think, maybe 6. With the adjustment he made on the end here for firing it out rather than it all feeding back through. So yeah, it all comes out the end. The only thing that gets composted is what comes over the end here, so it's like the grass and stuff. So it's not overly self-sufficient anymore, just because of how it's worked, and it's mainly fed by bone meal from there. We have again a Rayworks farm, which is the mangrove farm. That is from his azalea farm, which is the TNT duping edition for that, because the original one just has a normal TNT thing, which means making a lot of TNT, and didn't want to do that. Very good farm. Did kind of blow itself up initially with the stone here, so I replaced it with deep slate because it's a little bit more blast resistant. So we'll see how that goes after the fact. And then we have this one, which this is an oldie but a goodie. This is Ilmango's. I don't remember from when. It might be 2014, I want to say. It might be like 10 years old, maybe not quite that old. It's quite an old farm though, but honestly it's insane. So it does all your basic trees, so oak, jungle, acacia, spruce, birch. You don't get a great return on jungle, so not the best to do for jungle, but in terms of how quick it is insane. But it does chew through bone meal and it is quite loud. But then we also have this just here, so everything from these filters through. So they drop down into water streams that I've set up underneath here. So we've got this water stream coming down, this one meets up here, so it drops down, gets spat out, comes up and along, and then that one cuts across there. And then I just have like a little drop chute for when I'm doing the dark oak. I just come over and drop it all in. So they come along, up and back here. We've just got the Impulse SV sorting system, which I'm still lacking a few things, so I've not finished the sorter on the end just yet. It's mainly because I've not currently got the warped stem doing the crimson at the minute, and I've not got enough shroom lights. I just haven't set up the roots yet, because if I do that before those, it'll mess up others, just from experience. So yeah, this ended up taking way longer than I thought, because I had nowhere near enough redstone, mainly after doing this because it's incredibly resource heavy to build this guy. And then it was just hoppers and things. This wasn't too bad. That used more than I thought, and then that was more expensive than I remember, and it's just awkward to build. Now, as you can see, this one does use netherite, ancient debris in the back wall here, which is why I have pretty much fully upgraded to ancient netherite armor, because I had like twice as much as I needed. So I still don't have a helmet, but I very rarely wear it anyway. All my tools are upgraded and my boots and trousers are. So yeah, that's how that happened basically. But I think that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. So thank you all for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Ciao for now. Bye bye.